This is a little exercise I've been working on for students to practice learning a bit about the circle of fifths and just getting to utilise the information a little bit more regularly, because it's very easy to forget what's going on with key signatures unless you're really studying a lot of theory. And even then, honestly, it slips out of students' minds just a little too easily. So the idea with this is that you have these cards at the beginning, and what you want to do, you can arrange them in whatever order you like, really. Like, you don't even have to move them. But for students, I would recommend you get used to creating like a little bit of a circle of fifths, or in this case, a little bit of a grid, to just keep them all in order. So then you get used to seeing them in that order and knowing what comes before and after certain keys and why that information might be important to hold on to. So if we move them around, I just like to start with C, then I just add all the ones with the sharps essentially, just to get them in a bit of an order. You're not going to get any extra points or anything for doing this. It just makes it easy to see. Then I just go the flats. Oops. Oh no, I missed B. Put that in there. And then E flat, D and G. So you click on next clue, and this is giving you a note that is in the key signature that you're trying to guess. So some notes will tell you a lot, some notes will tell you a little bit. So we have a D here. Straight away, you want to start thinking, okay, that rules out D sharps, and it also rules out D flats. D flat isn't as common, but you can click on the key signatures that you've ruled out, and then you just want to leave one. So when you've got one left, that represents the guess that you're making. So D, we want to be thinking about D sharp. So if we think of D sharp, that is the seventh note in a certain key signature, and that's where it first appears on the circle of fifths. And so you might be thinking, well, how do I figure out the seventh? But where the sharps are, you can just add a semitone to get from 7 to 8. And 8 is the same as 1, right? So if we're thinking about D sharp, if you add a semitone to D sharp, we get E. So we get E. E major is where it first spawns, if you will, in the circle of fifth. So that rules out E, and then everything else that comes after that, that has sharps in it. So now we've done all we can for this one. You can click next clue. So now we have an F sharp. That's a good amount of information. That rules out any key signature that has flats in it, and it also rules out C major. So sometimes you'll get some clues that really narrow it down quickly, and sometimes you'll get a lot of notes they just happen to be in a lot of key signatures. So G, again, now that's going to rule out G sharp. So if you think of G sharp, G, and you add a semitone, you get A. So A is where that G sharp first begins, and we've already gotten rid of everything after that. So we can still have G, and we can still have D major. So having B as a note, that doesn't rule out either of these. So really the only difference between G major and D major is C sharp. So we're just basically looking for, there we go, C natural. So that rules out D major. Okay, because C sharp appears in D major and then nothing before it. And there we go. It marks you as you go. You can play again and it messes up the little grid. So you get to have fun reorganizing that and having another go at it.